Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry for not producing many videos this week. Got cars next to me looking at me. See, this is going to be weird. I've been a little sick. Again, like third time in like a matter of like a month and a half or 2 months. I have this strep that like, I keep getting sore throats and stuff, but I think we're getting ahead of it this time. Anyways, I've been trying to cut way back on the gear content. There have been gear changes, but I'm not going to talk about them, not until some point later. Been focusing on more taking pictures, and obviously I've been uploading these 52 frames challenges, which is what this video is about today. The title of this video, or the challenge for this video, is Portraits of a Stranger. And so what I want to do is get one of those. Of course, it's Sunday, which is the last day to submit. I got to get this done, and I'm not comfortable with this. Like, I'm in sales, I talk to people for a living, I'm not afraid, I'm not an introvert, definitely an extrovert, but for me to walk up to somebody and say, hey, can I take your picture? It kind of reeks of creepy in my mind. I don't know why, but I know people do it all the time. I just don't do it a lot. But today I got to do it, and I'm going to ask for permission. I'm not going to like street photography, random snap somebody. I'm going to walk up and say, hey, do you mind if I take a picture? And that's the plan. Explain what the 52 frames thing is and tell them I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it on my Leica because I want to practice focusing on someone's eye, getting that critical focus, which is extremely hard for me to do with this lens, especially at f2. So maybe take a portrait f2, f2.8, f4. I'll snap a few off real quick. But the other thing is I'm going to have this GoPro on top, and that is I want to record the interaction. I think part of what might be interesting to you guys, and even to me, is the interaction, like probably how my tone will change and how they react to it. I might get rejected, but when people see it being recorded, they get real nervous. So that might scare them away. But anyways, my wife sent me off to the grocery store. It's right next door. The outdoor mall is right here. So I figured now's the time. You know, it's winter in Michigan. It just snowed this morning. People aren't going to be sitting around just like having a random cup of coffee. It's going to be an awkward interaction. I'm actually very nervous. I'm kind of dreading doing this, if I'm being totally honest with you. I haven't done it yet. I'm recording this before I've taken the picture. So I'm going to leave this camera here and go take the picture. And we'll come back and talk about it. All right. Wish me luck. Like, can I ask you for a favor real quick? I got doing a photo project where I got to take a picture of a stranger, portrait of a stranger,
right,
and record it.
Okay.
You mind if I take your picture?
Yeah, that's cool.
Is it cool?
Yeah.
I got my camera right here. Is it cool if I take a portrait of you?
Cool.
Thanks, man. I can send it to you later too if you want.
Cool, yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, man, cool. Appreciate it. You ready? There you go. It's all manual focus. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll edit these. I'll send you one.
Cool. You don't mind? Do you have a business card?
There you go.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, I should have a business card, but I got a... Okay. I got my picture. So real quick, I gotta go run the grocery store as I mentioned, but you know, I walked around for a bit and there was a lady, an old lady off to the left that probably would have been perfect. I could have knocked this thing knocked out in like 2 minutes and been done. But she kind of like looked at me and like went off a different path. I didn't want to chase her. It's kind of weird. And then everyone else after that, they're either real young, which I didn't want to really do that, or they're walking in groups. But I saw this guy, his name's Manuel. So I obviously, as you saw in the video, I approached him and he's walking by himself. I had seen him earlier just doing a lap by himself. I don't know if he's just looking for something or he's returning something, but a guy by himself, a guy approaching a guy, not as creepy, seemed like he's about the same age as me. You know, there was some comfortability, like some things that came into play there. If it was a group of girls, it'd been weird. If it was a girl by herself, she might have been creeped out. If it was like an older guy that looked kind of curmudgeon-y, then maybe, you know, it's funny. My point is that you make these assumptions and it's like all in your head. And at first he kind of looked at me like, what's up, man? What do you need? "What are you trying to sell me?" And then then he started talking to me. It was really, really cool. And it actually went really, really well. I'll say the manual experience of the Leica adds some, I guess, some like anxiety to the experience, because you're like trying to nail focus. You can't just pull the camera up, hit the eye with the Sony or Canon or whatever eye focus, and be done. So I took the picture. I took it at f2 and I took it again at f3.5. And he was a cool guy. It was really, really cool. And so I got it done. I'm really glad it's over. So the portrait's not great. The camera was at 0.3 underexposed, and because of the background and the metering, it underexposed a lot. I'll show you the picture. I'll show you the straight out of camera picture, and I'll show you my edit to show you how bad sometimes the metering can be on these Leica rangefinders if you don't use live view or set your exposure beforehand. So what I had it in was f2. I had the shutter speed at 1/500th, and I let the ISO be an auto, so the camera figured out the metering. And that's what I left it at. So, whoa, I'm glad that's done. All right, here's the pictures. Here's the straight out of camera picture, and then here's my edit. Thanks.